And we should be live. How's it going, everybody? Drifty here from Driftwood Gaming, joined with the beautiful, lovely, talented T.
Hi, everybody.
I'm dying,
How's
but
your
it's
day
okay.
going? How's your day going?
How are you doing?
I'm feeling fabulous. I woke up feeling just wonderful this morning.
I was like, for sure there's 10 minutes. So we still have 8 minutes,
yeah.
right? It's 2:01. At what? Why?
Oh, no. Look at what it did. It did it.
It did it? Okay.
Did it, yeah.
So edit. I can fix it. That's strange because it didn't show that it messed it up here.
Yeah, totally did it.
All right. We figured out what's happening. Excuse me. It's nothing on our end. It's it has to do with the way that YouTube's API communicates with Streamlabs OBS. And when we hit go live from Streamlabs OBS to send the signal to YouTube, YouTube sends a pixelated image, which then is bounced back to update the thumbnail, and then it updates with a pixelated image.
Yep.
My goodness. I try to do everything on time, and then I fail at life.
I felt like we were on track today.
I thought so. I was like, surely I've got like 8 minutes for sure, and then I sit down, it's 2:01. Okay. I could just die on stream. It's fine. I like to do like me oh hell and then I can get all that gross shit out, you know, and I could be like unique New York. I can do that stuff, and it sounds great. I could bite the pen, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to bite the pen. That's for if you're on camera, though. That's a trick. You put your pen in the mouth.
So that you can enunciate better.
Yeah. And then you like lift your lips real high. And then you got a finger. And then when you're talking, like your mouth will naturally smile more. Did you know that? It's a nice little trick. Not that I like to be on webcam at all.
And you get extra wrinkles for later on in your life.
I guess, maybe. Anyway, we're going to be working on the Amalgamation MZ project today, and listening to some MZ music. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, what's going on with it, and I'll do my best. Yeah, no vocal warm-ups is bad. Is sad, Drifty. Let's see. What did we do last time? We added a couple of plugins. And I think we pretty much got most of the parameters set up on that. I want to add a status menu core, something or another. Anyway, over here. Let's see who's here. Sir Legna's here. I apologize. Sorry about that. How's it going, Sir Legna? How are you doing? KV Kingdom. It's good to see you. Marcel Aeroka. Aerosis. How are you doing? Cacique Supremo, what's up? Just some money stuff while waiting for the stream. Some money stuff, huh? You looking at Doge? You guys buying more Doge coins? You know, I bought a hard drive this morning, and I found a nice deal on Newegg. Right now, they're selling a 4 terabyte. It's a WD generic brand, like it's a subsidiary company of WD, and WD makes good hard drives. And so, like, they basically manage this other company. What was it called?
WD.
No. The other
was HGTE or something like that.
HD. But anyway, it's a 4 terabyte hard drive, and it was on sale for like $84.99 or something.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, let me get that though. We go through hard drive space super fast. Vino with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Vino. How are you doing, man? It's good to see you. Thank you for the $5. We appreciate that. He says, I'm paying you not to die on stream. It'll be bad for the brand, man. Also, Doge and Ethereum Classic to the moon today. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing good. I mean, besides, you know, the 1 minute being late and things, you know, but like everything else is good. There is like this weird sale on all kinds of weird electronics.
Yeah.
When I went in for surgery, they had this thing that was on my legs, and it like pumped air, and it was supposed to help circulation, and it was like massaging on my calves and stuff. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy, and I really liked it. And so for the last year or so, I was looking at them, and like one went on sale like really cheap, and so I picked one of those up for like $40. I'm like, oh, that's a good one for $40. Good reviews. So I picked one of those up. So I'm going to have like this calf massager because I have sleep apnea, and that's supposed to help with like circulation and all that. So it might be a good thing. But anyway, great.
Leg massagers. Get in the game.
It's very it's very RPG Maker related, isn't it?
Well, if Drifty doesn't get good sleep, then things.
It's bad. It's bad.
There are things. Therefore, leg massagers, get in the game.
Yeah. I'm going to add another plugin now. I want to add the Vigistella status menu thing. Some of the tier 1s that we're going to put in here. So let's go ahead and add the free tier 1 plugins. There's plenty for us to do with those, so let's go ahead and get that set up. What I could
Supremo
do...
asks, what did you guys think of the jam results? Did you expect it? Surprised? We've done it enough now that we know that what we think is going to win usually doesn't win, and what we like, something that wins it surprises us a lot of times. I wasn't really surprised by the results this year.
No, I was expecting mostly what happened to happen.
Yeah.
I am happy with the winners. I think they deserve it. Good job for them.
Absolutely.
I think they did a fantastic. Everybody did a really good job.
And I think that a lot of people also made games that, you know, deserve accolades as well. Like, so many people put in just really great games this year. It was hard. It was hard to judge them.
I thought the Dino Island was good, and I was surprised to see that the game got removed, like right after the scores were released. So
yeah,
that was sad,
that was
and
odd.
I didn't like that. Because, you know, it said 48 entries. It was actually 51. Some people pulled their games. And
at first it was 54. 4 of them we could never see. Like,
yeah.
They put them up privately.
They're like, they wanted to participate, and then I don't know, they even submitted a project, but it was private.
It was private.
So nobody could judge it. Nobody could play it. And then they eventually got pulled. Maybe they didn't want it to be seen. They just wanted to try. I don't know.
Maybe.
Whatever the case may be.
I don't know. That happens every year, though. Every year there's like a couple games that are submitted, but nobody can see them. They're invisible submissions. No, Sir Legna, what I was trying to say is it's not predictable, but you can predict that it won't be predictable, so that doesn't come as a surprise. When you have 9 judges, you could be sure the game that you love the most is, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to win, even if you give it a perfect score. Your score doesn't matter as much when there's 9 judges.
Oh, exactly. It really takes an aggregate. The highest score I gave was a 9.25, and that went to a game that didn't even place.
Yeah.
I gave Take 3 Fight 3 a really, really high score. And because I loved it, it was like it was my favorite game of all the games, you know. It's just because it catered to my play style and everything, and I really liked it. And so I didn't know if it was gonna win. I gave it a score that I thought it deserved because I had the most fun with that game. Yeah. But obviously, it's not up to me to decide who wins, and I can only influence a little bit of it, right? And so it didn't even place, but which is sad for me because I really liked that game. But it's at the same time, the ones who did win deserved it too. Absolutely. Not taking anything from the people who won.
Yep. And then a couple honorable mentions for me that didn't win. Definitely Time Ninja and Extra Life.
Time Ninja was 4th. It was so close.
Yeah. And Extra Life did win in People's Choice.
Yeah, Extra Life got the top People's Choice. Yeah. We got 100 crown super chat from Warp Enigma. Whoop whoop! Thank you so much, Warp. Appreciate that. How are you doing today? Thank you for the 100 crowns. Jeez. He says Enigma's in the house. Whoop whoop. Hope y'all doing good. Congrats to all the winners of the Game Jam. Whoop whoop whoop. I am good. Hope the rest here is too. Whoop. Hail Drifty and T and lick the video.
That's
give
licking.
It a good old.
Right there. That's the sound you make when you lick things.
All right, I go.
Arrows is saying you have a tier 2 plugin at the top. He sounds triggered.
Oh yeah, I do. Sorry about that. That's not the way it should be.
Are you better now, Arrowsies?
Did we fix it? Anyway, I'm very distracted, if you can't tell, by the way.
Yeah, KV, it was a very good game. Very, very good game. I definitely enjoyed it.
There were a lot of good games.
There were.
And I was really impressed with the quality of games that we received to play. And I had a lot of fun playing them.
Yeah.
That was
One game that I actually expected to place a little higher because I personally enjoyed playing it so much was the one with the little dragons farting in the orphanage. The 3D one.
Oh yeah.
I
The
really-
wizardry look-alike type of game.
Yeah, I would have played that more.
I
It
liked
was
that
fun.
game, but there were a few things that threw me off about it. One thing that I hated about it was it showed like a purple background everywhere you went, and like the goal of the game, one of them was to go around and extinguish the vents or something, or close the vents so that the purple mist wasn't there. So I would run in circles trying to turn it to like make, I see purple mist in the distance. You
Yeah.
get there and there's no purple mist. I'm like, damn it. So it confused me a lot.
But the redeeming factor there is that once you clear a room, you can run in circles all day and you won't like get attacked or anything.
Right, but it's purple mist that I'm still
Yeah,
lost.
it's true,
And those
it's
games
true.
are hard to figure out where you're at. So I felt like I got lost quite a bit in it.
I usually
But
get
T did a
lost,
very good
yeah.
job navigating and actually getting everything done on it. So
Yeah, I
that
was
was a fun
surprised.
game too, and it was very different. I actually really liked it. It was
One
a good...
thing I would do is make the potions bigger because they were like the size of a grain
Oh
of
yeah,
sand.
that's right. They were like a little 1 milliliter bottle.
Yeah.
They were like for a Barbie doll. Mm-hmm. C-Stripe 91, how you doing, C-Stripe?
Rutherford says my mom
What
says my game is cool.
My mom says my game is cool. Your game is cool, Wrath. The 3D dragon game was jokes. I know, it was funny. It was funny. I mean, farts are funny in general, right?
Yeah.
What happened to the MMO project? It's still working on it. It's not done. It's not going. It's not like dead.
It hit a bit of a wall.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's fine. It's not like I'm gonna give up on it. It's right here. I actually still have it up. It's just we're doing something specific with Amalgamation because more people seem interested in that right now, and it's the hypoo thing to do right now.
Yeah.
And so I still have MZMMO going up, but it's hard to do the same thing and not see a lot of progress. At the end of the day. But it's still my big sample project for MZ, and it's helping this whole process go faster over here as well.
So Legna, yes, I did love the tiny potions, but for practicality's purposes, they should be a little bigger. But I did love them because I love miniatures, and they're so stinking tiny and adorable and awesome.
Is Amalgamation going to feature an MMOMZ? What?
No.
Feature? What do you mean feature?
Feature in MMOMZ.
I don't know what you mean, Sir Legna.
They're two separate projects.
Amalgamushkin. MMOshkin. No, this is going to be a single player game because it's just a whole level of complexity, and I want it to be done. The MZ MMO thing, I don't know if we'll ever make it, multiplayer properly, but it's something I'm going to keep working on, because it's fun and exciting for me. But at the same time, this is new, and new projects are always fun and exciting. And this is going to be something more like along the lines that we can finish in a timely manner. Even though it'll take forever, it always does. What's up, Jacob? How you doing? Mr. Drasray. What's up, Farbin? Hey, Skepsis. Good to see you, Wrath. Kasika Supremo. I think I got everybody here.
No,
Yeah.
MMOMZ is more of a serious game.
You guys get it
Amalgamation-
right. It's called MZMMO.
Oh, okay. MZMMO. It's more of a serious game. It takes itself seriously. Amalgamation is the exact opposite. It absolutely does not take itself seriously.
$20 super chat from Corey Davis. Damn! How you doing, Corey? Thank you so much. Appreciate that. $20. He says, I was finishing my drink. Wow, it just threw me off. So my game was too hard, but I'm sad to say I only make hard games, but I will say I did balance it like my actual game. But there are things that are my main game that just wasn't in my game jam game.
Yeah, I thought it was balanced. At first, to be honest, Corey, I was like, this game is so unbalanced. While Drifty was playing it, I'm like, man, it seems so difficult. But then as he continued to go through and he learned the strategy, I realized it was actually really well balanced.
Yeah, I was gonna say that at the beginning it gives you this illusion that that this wasn't a balanced game. But if you play it and you actually try and you read your abilities and you use your abilities, it actually is a balanced game.
Yeah.
It is on a little bit on the difficult side, but I thought one or two of the fights was easier than I was expecting.
Yeah.
So like I thought it was toned down from what Corey would normally put out. I think you did a fantastic job, Corey. Thank you for the $20, and then a $5 super chat right after that from Corey Davis again. Thank you again for another $5. He says, and fun facts, my bank info ain't updating. Also sending super chats to see what's up. Okay, I mean, if you want to send super chats to see if your bank info is working, I'm all for it, man. You know, I don't mind getting the money thrown at me, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much, my sir. My Sir Doge.
My project. I actually am working on my project, but at a snail's pace. Just the other day I had it open and I was doing maps and stuff, so it is happening. See, here's the problem. I'm hung up right now. I want to get all my maps done and perfected before I start filling them with events. Like,
are you
that's
from
just...
Boston now? Oh, I want to get all my maps.
Sorry, everyone.
You don't have to apologize.
No,
I just thought
I'm very sorry. But anyways.
Sorry.
I want to get them all done, and I want to before I fill them with events. But the thing is I'm making them in Tile D, and I'm using the images, 2 layers of the images as a parallax for in MZ, and I don't want to use a 48 by 48 collision. So I'm trying to find the best way to use a 24 by 24 tile collision. I was using one plugin, but it's kind of buggy, so it's not going to work. And so I'm looking at something else. I'm going to try Quickstep. How do you say that?
I don't know, but we got a $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you again for another $5, Corey. He says, "Yeah, it was way too easy. Lol, it was a shame. I was ashamed.
You mean the M-Boss? Because he said he nerfed the M-Boss.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. Somebody said, and one of his like beta testers told him that it was too hard, and they think he nerfed it, and then it became a little too easy. And I was expecting more of a fight for that. But like the rest, it was very balanced. It was really a balanced game.
Oh yeah, it was.
And like it has this illusion of just numbers being out of whack, but they're not. They're actually not. Like, look at my playthrough. Watch me play through it. I think I went through it and I died a few times, but like I ended up beating the game, and at the end I was like, yeah, that was great. You know.
Yep.
The maps were like just like everything else I could say. My maps are really bad, and like it's hard to make good maps. You know. In fact, with this Amalgamation MZ, I kind of want to just parallax some stuff. I want a parallax map because I think it'll just look better. In fact, we removed all the tile sets out. So at this point, we'd have to either add tile sets in or parallax map. We're going to buy some resources for this project for sure.
Yeah.
We got to get to that point.
Speaking of that, so Legna says, we need T's pictures. Maybe I'll do that and show off some of the awesome sprites that White Dragon made for me. I commissioned White Dragon, and she made me some really great sprites for the game.
Yeah.
I should show those off a little bit.
Another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. We appreciate that. He says, "Sir, what is this tip you speak of?" The eyeballs, the bait hath been lateth.
Oh, so $5 super chat from Charles Trahan asks, why not use a collision layer in Tile D where you can just basically draw pixel perfect shapes per map to make your collisions exact? I actually started that way, Charles, and I was using the Tile D plugin. You can't use the exact drawings in MZ as far as I'm aware, but you can change the collision size to 24 by 24, which is why I want it that way, because it's so wonderful. But I don't like the workflow in putting events in Tile D with the plugin, so I changed over to parallax, and now I'm looking for a way to make the tile collision 24 by 24.
I'm going to turn you up just a hair. It feels like just a little quiet. There we go. Thank you for that $5, Charles, and Corey Davis for that last $5. Appreciate the super chats. You guys are being very generous. We love you very much. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to keep working on this Amalgamation MZ. We added a bunch of plugins. The tier 1 plugins for the Vigistella engine, and we're going to start continuing. We're going to continue to adjust the parameters to fit what we want the game to feel like. I also want to show you, because I should have done it at the end of the game, I want to show you the way that the menus look. I posted it in the Discord, links in the description below if you want to come join us on Discord after the live stream yesterday. Another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate that. Again, he says, I got so many animations and stuff to add in my game, so my maps and stuff are going to be better, but the time it's going to take is going to be insane. That's always the thing, right? Like you can have all the resources and all the assets, but using them and taking the time to put them in, that's the real challenge. Another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you again, Corey. We really appreciate it. He says, "No, sir. Either you live or you die." I gotta see the last thing that Sir said. So you can make it where the player will leave battle with 1 HP, which allow them to return to safe place and start setup without actually losing. No, you either live or you die. Jacob says, I got a tip. Dunkin' Donuts is a free donut and a coffee on Wednesdays with the app. This is not a sponsored comment. He's been bought. He's been bought. Jacob works for Dunkin'. Which is fine. That's a nice little tip. Go there on Wednesdays and say, hey, I got your app. Can I have food and drink? Yes. Sure. Now that we have the status, so this is skills state score. Where is element status score? Here we go. Here we go. We are Dairy Queen people here, though, says Poca Latte. I like them both. I like them both. Element rulings, we're going to go with multiply. I typically just leave it on multiply. I've used that for my MV era, and I like how it calculates damages when you do multi-element attacks upon weaknesses and elements. And because then if you hit them with something that they're strong against, if then the second or third element they're weak against, it still does damage instead of just not working right. But right is subjective, so yeah. What do we want to display? I don't mind displaying hit rate, like accuracy. Also crit chance and stuff, but we'll leave it this for now. A $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Again, thank you so much for all the money you've been throwing at us today, Corey. We appreciate it. Thank you for this $5. He says, Dunkin' Donuts is trash, all about Krispy Kreme. Where
Corey,
they know
Corey,
how
Corey.
to put a glaze on a donut.
Speaking about Krispy Kreme, I just read yesterday that they're preparing for an IPA.
IPA? They're making
what is
beer
it called?
now.
Damn it.
IPO offering.
IPO, thank
Initial
you.
public offering.
Yes, an IPO.
They're making beer now. Oh,
That
sick.
would be cool.
IPA.
Krispy Kreme, donuts with a beer.
Krispy Kreme IPA.
I don't know about that, actually, now that I said it. It sounds kind of gross.
28 grams of added sugar. With a glaze on the bottle.
No, man, an IPO. You could totally get Krispy Kreme stock coming up here. I don't know when it's supposed to come out, but they're getting ready for it.
Did GameStop merge, so now they're Krispy Kreme stop?
Yes. Shut up. Hey.
Stroke.
I had to leave the room for a second. I heard Drifty say Krispy Kreme, and Drasser was talking about Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm like, I gotta get in here.
Yeah. Initial public offering for Krispy Kreme. How about that? We can all own Krispy Kreme. Super Smash. I don't know why it held your comment, but I clicked show for you. We're going to leave these how they are. They look fine for now. If I want to change them up, I can. What about the categories? General parameters. Elements, I'd like to leave access. Oh yeah, what they can use. Cancel. We'll keep that. There's one thing I do want to remove. I don't really need to show the gender, nature, blessing, race, all like there's just too much extra stuff. So we're gonna not have all that. Main elements, sub elements, false, gender sets. I think they're turned off by default now. Oh, I copy pasted them in, so it must remember my settings. Oh, I hope that's how it works. I hope that's how it works, because that would save so much time. Okay, let's take a look in game and see what the status menu, the main menu and status menu appear like. Message core version does not match. Okay, hold on. I tried to load it and it said these don't match. Blah 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 blah. Please update. So, what? Let me press Control A, right click, refresh, apply, okay, and go. Save changes, yes.
Which one are you talking about, Corey?
No,
Are you
it's
talking
working.
about Doge?
What? What are you talking? What? Oh. $20 super chat from Corey Davis. Damn, thank you again so much, Corey. Appreciate that. He says, well, never mind. I was wrong. Bank is updating. I might not get that one, T. I'm still working on the other one I told you guys about. It's taking forever for my cash to transfer. Lol. I'm trying to break the bank with this one.
Ouch.
Oh, right, right. I remember what you're asking about, and yeah, I'm not qualified to give you financial advice.
Right.
on that.
Okay, sorry for the brain fart.
You know what
Apparently
we're talking about,
Yeah,
right?
my brain just keeps farting today.
Yeah.
It's a big stinky brain.
Thank you for that $20. I really appreciate that. And then another $5 super chat. Corey's sharing the love, spreading it over here. Thank you so much, Corey. We appreciate it. We love you, man. He says, but that's only if my money gets transferred in time, though.
Oof.
Right. So you decided to go in on it, huh? I was, like I said, I can't give you any real advice on that. I can only say read the paperwork that was provided and make it.
If they haven't done you dirty all these years, I could see why you're going in on it.
Right,
really.
right.
Yeah.
No risk, no reward.
Right,
You know, and
yeah.
if the price goes up, well, you just make hella bank on
Heck
that.
yeah. Yep.
All right, let's take a look inside. All we have is Corey's hat, but we're missing data map 04, 10, 4. It does copy the settings. I got to figure out where that is looking for those things. Events. It's got to be
Super
the
Smash.
events.
Dejica is a publisher of RPG Maker, but the maker of RPG Maker is Katakawa. They develop it. Dejica publishes it.
Template settings, preload maps. This is where it's causing problems. It remembers settings. Check that out. Here's a cool little tip. Hold on. $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you again. Corey, appreciate that. Another $5. Son, after doing more research, it's a win-win if I take them up on their offer, because you could probably sell those shares right back if you know what I mean? If it
I think initial investors actually have a, what's it called?
guaranteed price or something like that.
No, there's a period where you can't sell. Like there's I can't remember what it's called, but there's a period where initial investors, like,
They have to hold for a
exclusive
year or
investors,
something, huh?
Yeah, have to hold. Do you have that? If you do that, Corey, will you have to hold it for a certain amount of time, no matter what the price does?
But because of this specific one, there's still dividend payment on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like you're getting paid on your money that's being in there more than a bank account would ever give you. Not even close.
Right, sure. Super Smash says, now I know who to hate. Oh, come on.
What are we talking about?
He said maybe Corey would do better with RM than Dejica has. And I said, well, Dejica's a publisher. They didn't develop RM. Katakawa developed RM. And so he says, now I know who to hate.
You mean Katakawa?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Dejica's great, man.
Dejica's awesome.
Yeah.
I love Dejica.
Anyway, what I was going to say is a really cool little trick. Over here on this other window, I've got MZMO, right? And then over here, I've got like this up. But if I were to just copy from here and then paste into the other, like another project that's open, what I noticed is it doesn't only just put those in there, but it remembers all of the settings that you configured in these plugins. So yesterday, I could have just taken, the main menu, whatever. What was I doing yesterday? The core engine. I could have copied, pasted the core engine. It would have remembered all of the icons that I set in there.
Oh boy.
That's a nice little time saver tip.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah, if you make a project and you configure your plugins perfectly, your next project could be a lot simpler to configure and set up because you can copy paste those over. Keep in mind, you would have to at first go into file, your games project file, JS plugins, and copy paste the actual plugins of the same version into your project first. But then you can open the plugin manager from one of them and and copy paste into the plugin manager of another one could save you a ton of time in the future. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
A $5 super chat from Corey Davis again. Thank you so much for another $5, Corey. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Sir Doge. He says, yeah, I have to hold it for a time, but the dividend is overpowered, so I'll be fine, and all that I own will go up, will go down to the price that they're offering me. Win-win.
Yeah, that's cool. I love that.
That sounds like a good deal, and it would make sense for them to do that because they need to have a certain amount of money invested in order to make their operation work. And without their initial investors, the operation just does not work. So they need to incentivize them and offer them a sweet deal so that they can keep their money right there.
Right. And what's that period called, Corey? You know what it is?
The grace period?
Where you have to, the initial investors have to hold it for a certain amount of time. There's a name for it, and I can't remember what it is.
Oh, you mean like the specific name?
Yeah. In the stonk world, there's a name for it.
Sentiment? He's saying sentient, but I think it's sentiment, right?
No, sentient.
Sentient?
Yeah.
Blackout period?
It remembers it's sentient. He's talking about something else.
It is alive.
Blackout period.
The blackout period,
Okay.
says.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's true. Super Smash, I'm just sore because Trinity sucks. Trinity sucks? You mean like the console one? I've never used the console one, so I couldn't. And in fact, Dejica does not publish the Trinity console version of RPG Maker. They're not involved in that.
I thought I updated this now. Okay, so it's still looking for preloading map 4. So that's got to be in the event.
So $5 super chat from Corey answering my question. He says, laugh out loud. That I don't know. Too tech for me. All right. But I think Marcel said it. I think it's blackout period.
Thank you for the $5, Corey. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think a blackout period makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, Jacob's talking about how it remembers the settings when you transfer the plugins between projects. It's sentient. It remembers.
Ah, yeah. Okay. I get it. All right, it came together. It was a little bit of a walk, but we got there, you know.
Super Smash. Kadokawa probably did make it, but they use different publishers for different like branches of their brand, and Dejica does not deal with the console branch, so they're not involved in that.
They Kadokawa put together another team called Gotcha Games, and so I don't know if they're the ones to refer to. I think it might even be Sony.
Yeah. It's now a subsidiary of Kadokawa, Gotcha Games, that controls RPG Maker, but it's still a part of Kadokawa. It's just a subsidiary of it, like an offshoot, I guess is what you would call it. I don't know.
There we go. It's trying to load a template for a thing that doesn't exist. That could be the problem. I'm going to continue to make sure that if there's anything else.
I know, Jacob. We've got like 3 conversations happening at once. What's going on with the game? What's going on with the stonks? And what's going on with the publishing of RPG Maker?
That's all good, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Katerina Stadnikova, how are you doing today? Much love right back to you. What's up, Vaseline? How you doing, Vaseline?
Oh, it's probably still Kadokawa that made Fez Super Smash. I think Kadokawa has the RPG Maker IP.
Kadokawa is like Warner Brothers of Japan.
Yeah,
it's
an
so
enormous
much.
Company over there. Enormous.
20 Nox super chat from Warp Enigma. Whoop! Thank you so much, Warp, for that 20 Nox. Appreciate the crowns. 20 tired crowns from a tired Warp Enigma.
Oh,
whoop, whoop.
Get a nap, man.
Take a nappy,
Or
poo,
actually,
man.
it's bedtime for you, isn't it?
What time is it there?
I don't even know what time. It would be like, is it like 8 o'clock over there? I'm just guessing. I'm probably wrong.
It's Norway, right?
Yeah, it's like 8. It's like 8 o'clock over there or something.
All right, I changed some settings in the parameters. Let's see if it'll run now. New journey. Okay, there we go. We got a Corey.
Oh my
hat.
gosh, it's Corey and
Gorgonage.
Gorgonage.
There we go.
Can I just call you George Gorgonage?
Sure.
so much easier. 2030. Ooh, it's 836 over there. Good guess. Good guess. Woohoo.
Wow. So unfortunately, all of the settings from the MZMMO have been like, that's a fortunate thing, but also unfortunate in some ways because it's setting up the items.
Holy hell, Corey.
With all these things.
That's insane.
We got another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate that $5 on top of everything you've already thrown at us. We really love that. Thank you so much for helping us out. He says, once I give them the okay, I'm estimated to do around 12,848% increase from them making what I own go to the offering price OP.
That's awesome.
So you're gonna, holy shit, you're gonna like 129, you're gonna 130x your money, you're saying? So you're gonna make like $129 on every dollar you invest? Is that what you're saying?
That's awesome.
That's insane.
No, Super Smash. Katakawa makes every single RPG maker out there. They develop it, they make it, but then they hand it out to different publishers, different branches of publishers to market it and sell it. So every single RPG maker, since they own the IP, originates with Katakawa, which is, it's now part of the it's now in the subsidiary Gacha Games.
Well, I mean, Katakawa pays people, and
Right.
the people
but,
like
the
Yoji
development of the game itself comes from Katakawa.
Yoji Ojima makes RPG
Right.
Maker,
And
but,
he works in Katakawa.
but he's paid by Katakawa
Right.
to do that.
Exactly.
He's an
Publishers
employee.
Publishers market and sell the game, and they use different publishers for different regions because obviously you want a publisher that knows and understands English well to sell in an English region, and you want a publisher that knows and understands another language well in their region, and so there's several different publishers to distribute their creation and their IP, which is RPG Maker.
So I have to go into the items equip thing and change some stuff around because it's man, it's looking at all of these things. Field
Pixel
battle.
Maker is from GGG as well, but it has a different publisher.
Equip type. So I need to change these for this game in specifically. So equip type 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
and
Warp
delete a
Warp
lot
is
of these.
having an enigma right now, or an aneurysm. He says, "Damn it, get me into the party, Drifty."
Into what party? What are we talking about?
The part, like you have a hat and you have a teddy bear. You need a little black ghost.
Oh yeah,
thing.
yeah. You're right. That stuff was added, and I was working on something else, but like it's definitely going in. We can do that right now, Warp. That's gonna happen right now. We'll put everything on pause. Let me game.
Life is Cancer
Boom.
says, "Hey, game makers." Sorry, I had to do it in Echo's voice. It was necessary.
What's up, Life is Cancer? How you doing? Another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you again, Corey. We really appreciate that. He says the real Tron said he wanted to be CEO or Eco when he grows up. Lol, saying hi, game makers. Lol at Tron.
Well, it was Life is Cancer.
Yeah, Life is Cancer. The real Tron says, "You're not Echo. You're not the real Echo."
Sir Legna says, "Life, do you own the rights to use that greeting?" I'm pretty sure she hasn't copyrighted it yet.
She doesn't say hello. She says, "Hey."
Game makers.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't he say hey? Yeah, he said hey, game makers.
But I thought you said, what, didn't you say that? Wait,
No.
Never mind. I'm busy, okay? I'm doing stuff. I have the thing to do, so the thing, dude. As soon as I can figure out what I'm doing, I'm going to do it, okay?
Yes.
Art,
That makes a lot of sense.
IMG, characters. I put them in here. Warp Enigma's in, right? We already added him. I remember doing that. Okay. Database. Character. Warp Enigma. Warp. We put Warp right here. We're going to call him Warp Enigma, though. I just placeholdered him. I knew he was going to be in. The Warp Enigma. Face.
I'm gonna make a new graphic for myself, so don't use my puppet.
Okay. Warp. Uh-oh.
I don't know what it's gonna be, guys. Tell me what to make for myself for the new game.
This walking sprite isn't gonna work. I gotta put a dollar sign in front of it.
Warp. How could you? No, I'm joking.
Needs to be dollar signed, yo.
Dollar sign, yo.
Got it. Hold up. Cancel. Redo. Dollar sign. Now it'll work. Okay. And then SV warp. There we go. I gotta make a class soon. I mean, there's a lot of things to do, right? Mm-hmm.
I should make a tea? No. What do you mean tea?
A glass of tea? A cup of tea?
The letter T? Hell no. It's gotta
Equipment
be something,
types. That's what I was doing.
It's gotta be something amazing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so equipment type 1 through 5s. Weapon, head, body, boots, accessory. All right. Okay, now ladies. $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much again for the $5, Corey Davis. We appreciate that. Thank you. He says, "Oh, my hat has Super Saiyan tendencies, and for some reason, he's always OP." Kami! Huh?
Oh, Warp says the dollar sign does not save on the name when I send it.
Oh,
That
does
makes
that
sense.
get taken off by Discord or something? You mean you sent it with a dollar sign and it was removed?
I don't like tea. I'm not making myself
Make a
tea.
coffee cup named tea.
No.
That's what I would do.
No. I'm gonna make myself a pet rock. That's what I'm gonna be. A pet rock. Because that's cooler than a cup of tea.
So weapons is 1. And
No way,
then
man.
2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to go into here and look at this icon. Let me double click in here, right click and go to insert icon index. What is it currently being set as? 2838?
Life is cancer. My nickname has been T since before I could walk. So, like, it was kind of given to me. That's my nickname. In real life. And I like it better than my real name, so I use it.
Okay, so this was set to shields, but we've changed it to headgear. So we have to change this icon to reflect all headgear in the game. Okay, we're back on track. We got Warp Enigma in there. We're just going to add him to a party, and then we need to find some kind of headgear.
Corey.
$5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. Appreciate that. What is the equations?
Ekaterina. That is
Ekaterina.
the worst name butchering I've ever seen, even from you.
Kesta Strike? Strike. Got him.
Oh, it's a damage formula. I don't know. What does it mean? This is Greek to me.
Equations et Strike. I think Ekaterina Stadnikova. Yeah. That was the best one, man. I've seen a lot of names being butchered, but that one's my favorite. How can a hat wear shoes? That's what she said. I mean, like, that's not what... I mean, that's what she actually said. You know, like, that's what she actually said.
Yeah. How can a hat not wear shoes is the real question.
I'm trying to find a helmet. A nice looking helmet. We have hats, but I think... I don't know. I guess we can use, like, a purple hat. Or we just use this one.
What are you looking for? Like
an icon for all of the headgear. You know, we're gonna go with this for now. That works perfectly fine.
It looks like a sun hat.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. All right, and then for 3 would be our body armor. We got a 50 knock super chat from Warp Enigma with 50 crowns. Thank you so much for those crowns, Warp Enigma. Appreciate that. He says, when I save and name the picture I use, $ as needed. But when you download it from Discord, it goes away. Also, I want to be class Freak Mishap. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, we can make that happen. Freak Mishap as a class. We'll have to... Before I design the classes exactly, I want to put some sort of parameter control in so that I can manually balance them with the numbers, not just with, like, the scaling, like... yeah, I don't know. I want to be able to use note tag commands for parameter control. $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey, for another $5 on top of everything you've already thrown at us today. He says, "Nah, Drift, you got to scroll up, lol. The equation is there."
Yeah, scroll up. Look at Ekaterina's messages. And there's an attack formula. He's asking what the hell it is. It's Greek to me. I have no clue.
Oh, shit. Okay. If a.atk times 1.5 minus b.def less than equal to 0, 0.5, else a.atk times 1.5 minus bdf. The formula that my husband immediately wrote to me, we need to tell him about the variables. He had never seen maker before. What's the question?
Is she showing off a formula that her husband made even though he's never even used RPG Maker? Like, he gets the formulas.
Uh-huh.
You gotta draw him in, Ekaterina. You need to, like, get him into it. He might like it. He'll be a database freak. But what does that formula do?
I mean, you probably shouldn't do evals inside the damage formula, but like it should still. You can write this as a ternary operator as well to make it work instead of an if else. But what this is saying, it's gonna not do 0 damage.
Huh? That's what she was asking about.
Mm-hmm.
How to avoid 0 damage.
That'll stop it. It'll do well. I don't know. 0.5. You might as well just say then 1, because 0.5. If it rounds down for some reason, it's gonna do 0 again.
She says, "I still don't understand what it is. He didn't tell me what he was doing."
He was trying to make it so that you can't do 0 damage. He's saying if this equation would be less than equal to 0, then do half of a point of damage. It should just be 1, right? But you should use a ternary operator instead of an if else, and you should not use a decimal for the like the formula. That way it returns 1, unless you're doing like well, no, you're not doing power of a different style. You're using formula or armor scaling. I would say turn on armor scaling and just and not use that formula though, because it's going to just it could still round down. And, you know, what's the difference between 0 and half of a point of damage? Doesn't seem like there's much. Right. But he's never even seen RPG Maker, then he probably has a good mind to do some really cool stuff inside of RPG Maker. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I hope he has a quick recovery and all that, and wish him the best, and tell him to check it out and join us, because I think he would have what it takes to do some cool stuff. Yeah, like Aerosys just wrote,
feeling better.
Type in math.min, you know, that's probably a much better way. Don't even, because the ternary operator is still like, it's still going to do a calculation in the formula, which you want to avoid. So, I mean, math.min, it's still going to do calculation in the formula, but it's still fine, right? You can totally do that. Math.min, damage formula, you just put your regular damage formula there, and then comma the lowest number you want it to take, and then that way it'll do 5 damage at the lowest, or it'll do what the damage formula says. And if you want, you can do something like math.min and then damage formula comma math.random times whatever you want, and you can even math.clamp that, or you can math.round that as well. I got
my brain hurts.
I have to do this.
Oh no,
it's time. I have to do it.
My brain just hurts. Why all the math?
Take the min number, because you have to use math. The right
is
team.
Evil.
I was walking by my son. He was working on his homeschool internet assignment, and I looked at the equation. I'm like, the answer is 8, and he just looked at me. He typed in 8, and he's like, thanks. But it was basic algebra.
Yeah.
So I was like, I still got it. I mean, you don't use it, and if you never use it, you just forget it anyway. So you just do formula here. Formula, comma, you can do math.random.
Oh, you're getting yelled at. It's math.max.
Oh, yeah. You would take the minimum number? No. Oh, yeah, shit, it is max. Math.max, because you want to take the highest number. Pick the highest number. It will always do 5.
I'm with you, Jacob. My brain is total mush. I think some of it just fell onto my shoulder. I have brain on my shoulder now.
And you don't need an end line because it's in the formula, which applies an end line at the end, so it's redundant. So you would do something like this: math.max, put in your formula, comma, math.random times whatever number you want to, you want it to be at least something between 1 and 10. Right, it actually can still do 0. So sorry, you have to do another thing. Hold on.
Jacob says my brain is now in my coffee cup. I'm drinking it.
We got a €5 super chat from Aerosis. Thank you so much, Aerosis, for the super chat. He says, "Yeah, I did a mistake and Drifty didn't notice. He trusted me and I failed."
Oh, it's okay. Ekaterina, I feel you. You know, I've always been very good at reading comprehension and writing and all that stuff. I am so bad at math, except fractions and division for some weird reason. For some reason, my brain understands that, but the rest, screw it. No thank you.
To avoid 0. Here's what I'm gonna write for you. Hold on, let me make sure this is right. Formula, math, da, 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 da. There, how about that? Take the highest number between your original formula or a rounded up 0 to 10. It'll round up, so it'll at the lowest it'll do 1 damage, but it'll do anywhere from 1 to 10 at the lowest, or it'll do the formula that was given. So you can essentially do math.max, put in your damage formula, comma, math.ceil, math.random times the number of 0 or 1 to whatever number you want in damage. And that should work. We're still doing equations in the damage formula, which is not the best practice, but it'll still work, right? There's lots of ways.
I agree with you, Corey.
Math.random int. I think Sir Legna's got a good idea. You don't have to use math.ceil, math random, just use math.random int. Because it's still JS and it's going to work. It's going to be fine. ES6 is going to be handling no problem. $10 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you, Corey, for another $10. Appreciate that. I hated when they started to make me show work in math class. I almost quit school. Easy to give the answer, but showing work is for people that don't have the power of Doge.
I heard that echo again, Corey.
Doge! I bought $20 more of Doge today. I'm not gonna lie. I put $20 more.
I'm waiting for the next time it corrects.
Okay, all right. It's gonna correct itself up to $1.
Oh, I hope it corrects one more time before it climbs again. I'm gonna buy some.
I put $10 in. I bought some cryptos I didn't normally buy. Like, what did I actually get today? I put in a little bit. BSV, I put $10 in. Even though it's on a high, it could go up. I put $10 in Bitcoin Cash. I said I was never going to buy Bitcoin Cash, but I put $10. Come on, I put $10 on it. I put $20 more on Ethereum. I put $10 on Ethereum Classic. I put $10 on Litecoin. I put another 20 on Doge, and I put another 20 on Bitcoin. So that's what I did today. I did my weekly / monthly. I haven't put very much into my portfolio lately, so I put $100 in today, and it's already made me money. Actually, it's only everything's gone up except Doge went down, but I bought it on its dip today.
Yeah.
So it's actually gone up and made me like $3 today.
Tai asks, is RPG Maker worth it? I already have MV. Absolutely. It's worth every penny. The optimization alone, the what they did for the plugins, the fact that it's compatible with 64-bit, it has a higher level of Pixie. Like, so much under the hood makes MZ absolutely positively worth every freaking penny, even if you have MV. But it's hard to understand that because it's more technical stuff.
I know, Vino, you're right. That's the thing. Because I had 1,600 Dogecoins, and I paid like $15 for them. When I first got into Dogecoin, they were less than a penny each. And I was like, guys, I bought $15 a Doge. Lol. Yeah. It's worth it for the lols.
Yeah.
And I paid less than a penny per coin.
And then he sold it.
And then I sold it and made like $47. I'm like, yo, that was an easy $47. But the thing is, that 1,600 Dogecoins just right now would be worth $320 or something.
Yeah.
$330, $40.
Sad days.
So,
Sad days.
Don't sell it. Just hold it. Just team hodl, hold that crypto for a long time. Because, I've only been investing for a short period of time. Shout out to Corey for getting me into it, and it's only made me money.
Corey.
It's only made me money, and every time I've sold and made profit, I've regretted selling because it's gone up, and so I'm just holding my crypto right now. I'm holding it.
Vino, are we due for a correction, or is it just going to keep climbing? What do you think?
I think you saw your correction today. I think you saw it go down.
I missed it. It happened in like a minute.
No, like today, because if you look at Doge today, it did its correction, right? It went down to 56 cents.
But look at the amount of time. I missed it. By the time I looked at it again, it was already up again.
Today, I bought for 58 cents. I bought $20 for 58 cents. So it brought up my average cost to 10 cents because I bought most of my Doge. When I got back into it, I bought a little bit more Doge, like 40 bucks of it. And when it was like worth 6 or 7 cents, 6.8 or something.
Yeah.
And it's already back to 62. Like you saw its correction. It went down, and now it's.
No, I missed the correction because here's the thing. I was reading about it this morning, and Vino was raving about it, and I'm like, oh, cool. I'm gonna buy it when it dips again. And then I like went and made coffee, and I came back, and he's like, oh, it dipped again, but it recovered, and I'm like, damn it.
yeah, it did. Here's what made me decide to put money into crypto today. I went to I got an advertisement from Newegg, and they were selling a 4 terabyte hard drive for $85. I'm like, that's a pretty good price. And then I looked at the brand. I'm like, oh, this brand is actually a subsidiary of Western Digital, which is a really good brand. Yeah. So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and buy this. After tax, it was like $90, $91. And I was like, okay, let me get this 4 terabyte hard drive for $91. That's a sick. And then I went to checkout, and guess what they showed me? It's like, it said digital pay or DigiPay or something like that. And they were going to let me buy a hard drive with Dogecoin.
Yeah.
They accepted Bitcoin and Dogecoin.
Yep.
And I was like, are you kidding me right now? Newegg is going to let me buy this hard drive with Dogecoin?
Yep.
I didn't spend my Dogecoin on it, but they were going to accept Dogecoin. And I was like, bruh, I'm buying $20 of Dogecoin right now.
Yeah. Here's the thing, realistically, who's going to actually use their cryptocurrency to buy stuff?
People will. At some point, they will.
I'm skeptical because there's way too much FOMO going on here.
Right now, but like you think about 5-10 years from now, it's going to be an accepted currency. But hold on, $20 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey, for another $20. Just some more sauce on that right there. Appreciate that. He says, I use a damage formula that has a max amount of damage and a min amount of damage. It can do easy balance free advice. I would make a like at Doge and sell them buyback for the long run. I've been selling at the highs, lol. So Corey's saying he sells on the highs and he buys back when it dips, and he sells on the highs and he buys back on the dips.
I'm waiting for a dip.
And that's not a terrible idea. I mean, if you know when, but I have no idea. I'm only guessing and speculating. And so I did this with ITRM. You know, I made $200 profit buying, and I bought low because I held it for a long time, and then I sold on a high. But then like it only went up again. Like it went down for a little bit, and then it went back up, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna miss it again. So I bought it at 160, and now I have a bunch of shares at 160, and I'm bag holding. I'm bag holding because it just went down to like 120, and today is like 110. And I know eventually it's gonna go up again.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm holding like 700 shares of ITRM, at $1.60.
Yep.
Corey Davis with another $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, man. You're showing the love today. We really appreciate you. We love you, dude. Thank you so much for being a part of what we do here. He says, sir, I would do a stock stream, but I've been busy. He's got money moves to make, sir.
Corey's killing it. So's Vino.
Vino, speaking of Vino, $5 super chat from Vino. Thank you, Vino. Appreciate that $5. He says, T, you can't wait for a dip or you'll miss it. You have to grab the dip before it happens, but buy the next dip now. Put a limit order right now.
I actually did.
Yeah, she did do that.
I did, but it's a pipe dream.
She put it at 40 cents, Vino. she's trying to buy at 40 cents. I'm like, that ain't gonna happen.
Well,
maybe 50.
Here's the thing.
But I don't know either. I have no fucking idea.
I put it at 40 cents just in case something catastrophic happens, and then I'm also watching it. So, both things.
Another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate that. Another $5 on top of everything. Today is proving to be a very fruitful stream. Thanks to you guys. We appreciate it. We love your generosity. We love you very much. Thank you for helping us out. He says, Drift, you have to believe in the power of Doge to do like me. Roof.
Ooh, that one did echo.
In the room, huh?
Yeah, it did.
Roof.
Ooh. You know why? It's because we have guitars in here.
Is it echoing through the?
I think it's echoing through the.
It's also this acoustics of the room.
Yeah.
I mean, I can make it. You want to hear echo?
Yes,
I can make it
yes,
echo.
make
You
it
want
echo
echo?
a lot.
We got echo.
Do it.
Hey, gamers! Okay, sorry.
No, you gotta say roof.
Roof.
Hell yeah.
We can say Doge. Let me find a better one. Doge. All right. We're in a grand hall. We always live stream in this giant hall. Can you imagine? No. It's like, how's it going, everybody? Thank you for coming to the live stream today. How's it going, everybody? Thank you for being here. I don't even know where my settings were. Oh shit! This is probably no. I know it's probably around here somewhere. It's fine. It's somewhere around.
We're gonna sound like we're in an amphitheater
I
from now
know.
on.
All right, guys. I changed a few things around. Let me know if
Tai, yes, you can transfer your MZ project or your MV project to MZ. In fact, we are. Did we finish doing that, or we're still doing that with Amalgamation?
I'm sorry. What?
Converting a project from MV to MZ.
No, we've done that.
Yeah,
We have
we've done
videos on
right.
that.
Watch our first episode of the Amalgamation MZ, right? Because we do a little bit of that on there, and we talk about it, how to do it correctly.
For this one, no, we don't. We start a new project.
We started a new project. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the question?
They
Is there a way to transfer my project from MZ to MZ from MV?
Right.
I've already put some. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You can transfer a project, and we've done a video, but we didn't name it Amalgamation, did we?
I don't know. Also, you may not find all the plugins you need in MZ yet.
Yeah.
So keep that in
That's the
mind.
hardest thing.
Yeah.
If you're coming from MV, do you really rely on all of your plugins in MV? Because if
Okay.
you do, then you may not be able to make the game exactly the same.
Right. Warp is gonna die.
Warp Enigma with a 20 knock super chat. Thank you so much, Warp. Appreciate that for more crowns. He says, I want to see me in the party, Driftwood. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're in the party. Okay. All right. Let's do that. I was in the middle of adding icons and we got distracted with Dogecoin. You know how it is. Ty says, I just subscribe. I mostly use Yanfly.
Then you should be proud.
Yeah,
You're
I mean,
probably all set.
Vigistella is
Yeah.
bringing over all of the Yanfly plugins, essentially. Corey Davis with another $5 super chat. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate that. He says, man, I've been thinking of doing stocks full time again. Well, I mean, you probably can if this other deal goes through, right? We're going to come right back to this category list inside of the item categories, inside of the item equips core, inside of the plugins. That's why I didn't want to leave. And then we go here, system 1. We're going to put in Warp Enigma, boom, 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 save. We're going to walk around because Warp needs to see himself
Yes.
inside the party. He needs to see it. Boom. You cannot see him, for it is darketh.
Wait, but you can.
You cannot see, but
It's
only
so
his
cool.
face.
Yeah, I love that. Actually, that's.
We need to make a map so that we can see. Oh, that's creepy because it's like, oh, there's 2 people in the party. Dun, 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 dun. Reep, reep, reep.
That's great. I love it.
I think we'll change this so that it doesn't show the large one. We have no tile sets. We have nothing, so I need to make like a battle background or
What
something.
is our first map supposed to look like? I can make it. What do we want to make our first map look
It's
like?
whatever. I don't know, and whatever you want. Anything. No.
A bedroom.
Sure.
In
Anything.
A house.
Anything.
Okay.
Because I have no tile sets. Remember that. So I was gonna
Yeah,
parallax.
but you're gonna use parallax, so I can make it with my tile sets on tile D and then send it to you as a PNG, 2 PNGs.
Okay, sure. Status, element status core. You totally could do that, Corey, if you wanted to. I mean, driving is a big breadwinner for sure. But like, how much do you need? You know what I mean? How much do you need after you got your property and everything sorted out? Shoot, I was gonna do something. My brain went stupid. I need to do a thing. 20 knock super chat from Warp Enigma. Thank you, Warp. Appreciate that. He says, Warp's ego is happy. That is good enough. Thank you, Warp. Appreciate that. There was a thing that needed to be didded. It needed to be diddled. Oh yes, the display.
Diddled.
Diddled.
Oh. Could have swore you said something else.
Diddled.
Diddled.
Main menu. It's in here somewhere. Windows style. Choose how the actor status list looks in the main menu. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. Thin, horizontal, thicker. No, we're gonna have 10 people in the party, right? So we're gonna do thin, horizontal style. And let me just look at what this looks like. Let's take a look and see what we can see. Let's look at it and look and see what we can see.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I want right there. Boom, 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 boom.
You gotta show it to everybody.
Oh shit.
Nobody can see.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I forgot it.
Beautiful.
Right? Because we're gonna have 10. So 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There's some room for even more than 10, really. But yeah, it's beautiful.
1,000 party members. I don't know if we can do that. I kind of wish that. I don't know, man. I want to show the whole portraits. It cuts the portraits off. I'm not happy with that.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
I'm not happy with that.
And you had more room too, so you have some wiggle room.
But like I said, it's gonna be 10. So
10. Yeah.
thicker horizontal style.
Thicker. It should be spelled THICCCCER. Thicker. AR? Did I say AR?
I don't know.
I think that's Thacker. Shut up.
Thacker.
Hey, it's perfect.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I actually like the thicker one because it shows these stats here.
Oh, yeah, I like it. It's very good.
Yeah, we'll go with
We could
thicker.
do a little scrolling.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah,
feel like-
yeah. We'll just. So now I was going back to fixing this because this shouldn't be displayed like this. Weapon, head, body, boots, accessory, key item. Now this looks right, but the icons are wrong. So item is fine, field is fine, battle is fine, material, weapons, head. But see, then we need to change this to body, and this one to boots, and then this one to accessory. Accessory can stay the same. So we need to change body's icon and boots icon. So let's do that real quick before I forget. That's in this one, this one, this one. Weapons, head, body, boots. It's 3 and 4, so this should be body, I think. So find a good one for Zibode. We'll just do this one. That's nice and like generic. Cool. And then this one will be boots. I mean, these will work, but let me just take a little scroll through Kaz's to see if there's nice boots we can.
She does have some nice boots. I saw them. There are boots.
There's her boots right there. Any more? Mas. Here's some boots.
Oh yeah, there's some boots. There's some more.
These?
The brown,
These get cut out of
the
them.
brown boots are pretty cool.
These ones?
Yeah.
All right, we'll go with those. Maybe for the body, we can also find a Kaz one. We've got another $5 super chat from Corey Davis. Thank you so much, Corey. Appreciate that, man. He says, "Lol, but where will I stay till my house gets built?" I don't know. You just keep driving until.
No, man. Just get a like a single wide and have it moved onto the land.
Oh yeah, you could do that too.
Just do that, and then you can oversee the building.
Pick up a single wide and find a place. Install it. You know you're gonna have to do some things, right?
Or an RV.
I don't know if it's gonna be good enough, but if that works for you, then you can do that. But it depends on how long it's gonna take, right?
Right.
If you want, you could install your own well. You can have your own well drilled. You could put in your own septic, and then you can have like some pillars put down in the dirt and let that concrete solidify, and then put a single wide or a double wide on it and have that brought in.
Or if you don't want to get tied down, you can get a really sick RV.
Yeah, you could also do that as
Just
well.
like drive around in your house.
And then you can, while you have your single wide or double wide on your property with its own septic and well and everything,
you can oversee the project.
You could be there
Yeah.
and help the whole process of your actual house getting built next to it.
Hell
That'd be pretty damn sick.
Poca Latte says
You have the
live
money
in an
to do
igloo
it.
made of $100 bills.
An igloo.
That would be baller, Poca.
That would be ice, dripping. Yeah, we'll change it to this one. I like that one. Kind of looks like Harold's armor. All right, now we'll look at it one more time. Uno más. Bam. Help in the building. Why not? Why not?
Yeah. Hey, he's paying. He could be like, yo, I want that over there. Tear that down and put it back up.
This is good for weapon, good for head, good for body, good for boots. Those are fine for accessories. I made this with Yanfly's icon generator. Then key items is the key. Hey, I like it. That's good. That looks really nice. And then for formation, you can swap them right there. You don't even need another menu. Just change them around. Boom. Easy to peasy. Skills. You got powers, but nobody has anything yet, so it's all
Easy to peasy.
easy to peasy. And then your equip scene.
Ooh, it's beautiful.
Best and empty. It's pretty slick, isn't it? Let's look at this. And then we have, this is general, and then you have parameters. These icons are mostly, I think they're all Kaz's icons. Yeah, they're all Kaz's icons.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
Beautiful. I love it.
Elemental resistance, bonus damage. What they can wear, and that's it. It's a nice little information screen. Gives you all the information you need. Muito bom. Good for head. Okay, I'll stay in the corner. Hey, I think it's coming together nicely. It's looking a lot better now.
Yeah.
The menu's looking pretty slick. We just got to get some maps and stuff. I think it looks really good.
El Mapo. I'm going to open tile D right now. It's only loading like, let me see, 27 maps, 23 maps that I have currently that I'm working on in it. I can add another one. Why not? 24 maps.
A joke came up with this. Why didn't the tree say anything when it was cut down?
Because it was stumped. I read it.
It was stumped.
It was stumped. I'm going to make the tile size 48 by 48 because I assume that's what we're using.
Wrath of Wood says so much info. Wow.
Can you confirm that?
What?
We're using 48 by 48 for tile size?
We don't have any tiles, so it's really up to whatever. I mean, default is 48 by 48.
Yeah, I'm going to go with default because it's just easier to deal with later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny. All you see is Warp's face bouncing up and down. Yeah, we need to add some maps next. And then
I'm on it.
possibly finish configuring the tier 1 plugins in here. I mean, it's probably good for today. I think it's been a really good episode. We got a lot done. It's a good ending point before we dive into another thing. We can get maps added, a little bit of parallax mapping. We can add people's art into the game. The usual stuff. And I think pretty soon, maybe next episode, we make a class. What was the class that that Warp wanted? Fuck. Let me scroll up. Freak Mishap. That's going to be a class. Of course, I'm not going to do these parameter curves yet, if at all, if ever, because I want to use parameter note tags to control that.
Warp Enigma says, freak mishap. I'm a freak mishap. That's what class he wants. I don't know if we're going to have a freak mishap class.
Yeah, no, I added that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but it doesn't. I mean, it's just a placeholder right now. It doesn't. Like I said before, I add the classes. I want to figure out what note tags, like what plugin do I need to add the note tags to control the parameters specifically and give formula, equation based on level, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So it's none of the plugins that we have now. Let me look inside of here. Class change system, we'll probably not use that for the amalgamation, but it's definitely going to be a big part of the MZMO. Is it in the core engine? It might be in the core engine. Let's look at the core engine. Do we have some kind of parameter control in the core engine? I'm going to keep looking at this, but I think we're going to end the live stream at parameter settings. Here we go. These are the caps, and we need note tags to write specific formula for each of the parameters. We'll look up, I'm going to look that up and figure out what I want to do for the parameters. But anyway, that's where we're going to end today's live stream. Thank you guys so much for such an awesome turnout. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking this video, leaving a comment, subscribing to the YouTube channel, and all the super chats. Wow, we got quite a bit today. You guys are very generous. We love you very much. Thank you. We really appreciate that. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us on Discord, where we continue to talk about this throughout the day. And you can always follow us on Twitter, too, to stay up to date on little things I post. And that's it. We love you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic one. Goodbye.
Bye.
Guys, I'm testing some new settings out. Let me know if it works. How does the new settings work? And let me know if it sounds good or not. And then we can get it configured properly.